Hey guys, so the goal of today's call is to teach you a little bit about placements, which are so important when building a structure with doTERRA. If you truly desire building a long-standing business, we have to start moving with intention from the very beginning, right? So the first people that we recruit are people that we want to do the business with, who we see potential in, etc. And even if you are just recruiting wholesale clients, this is important for you to learn because maybe at some point you do decide to build, right? And then placements will come into effect. So through intentional placements, we can help committed people on our team grow. So the cool thing about doTERRA is that when I recruit volume, I can also have my volume count for specific other people in my downline. And through helping them, they can hit ranks and then I can hit ranks and we all grow together. Okay, so placements can sometimes feel tedious because it is work that has to get done at the end of the month, but it's actually extremely beneficial and helpful for everyone involved. So this is a screenshot of a little corner of my downline. And what I want you guys to see is like the vision of what your back office can one day look like. Okay, so if you're wondering, well, how do I access this graphic tree? It's very simple. It's in your back office. All you have to do is click on team and then click on graphic tree. So what you'll notice here is that we've got a bunch of little icons, all different colors. So the first thing I want you to recognize is that when you have a green icon, that is a wholesale customer. And this is how we should aim to sign up clients. Why? Because they're going to be getting a 25% off discount, which is going to make them want to be continuing buyers, right? We all want bang for our buck. So we want those discounts. And also they're able to tap into the loyalty rewards program. And it's just a better experience, right? Next, we've got black. So the black icons, which you'll notice there are very few, are retail clients. So people that sign up either on their own, they find your link somewhere, or they're just like, no, I just don't want to be a wholesale customer, even though there's no reason not to be one, right? Because if you know the perks, they're incredible. But then the other colors, purple, yellow, pink, dark green, all of those are different colors representing different ranks of wellness advocates. So what you need to know is when you sign up a new wellness advocate, they will be in the color purple. Okay, so all these purple icons are wellness advocates that are in the downline. You will notice just by looking at this, okay, why do some have circles and others have nothing and others have squares? So the circles are indicating people who have an LRP over 100 PV. Those are the serious wellness advocates, right? Those are the ones that are committing to the business and understand the different structures of comp, which you guys will learn about that in another video. But then we've got the squares. So the squares are people that are placing LRPs, but they're not 100 PV. So they're not that serious about the business, right? Because you need an 100 PV to unlock the bonuses in the comp plan. Then we have some that don't have anything around them, right? Those are people who signed up as wellness advocates, but never did anything with the business, just decided to sign up, try some products, and that was it. So you want to understand this. Why? And then you've got like someone in pink. This is a different rank, someone that's already hit a few ranks. Yellow is also a different rank, green, etc. Now, I don't want you to get overwhelmed with the colors because that's not the whole point of this. The point of this is that, every single position on this downline carries a different weight to it. Okay, so the lower you place a customer, the higher the uni level payout. And we know this by looking at the compensation plan. So when we look at the uni level, we see we're getting paid for 7 levels down, and the highest payout is in our level 7. So when you initially sign up a client, yes, you get the 20% bonus, and you get that for 3 months or for 2 months for whatever orders they're placing. But then you also have uni level that's paying you residual. You also have fast start. And we want to keep these other bonuses in mind when structuring our downline, right? And then also you have to keep in mind that the higher you place a builder, the more levels you will get paid out from them, okay? So this is something that should be on your calendars every single month, reoccurring. Placements need to be done by the 10th. So let's say you signed up 3 people last month, the month finished, you're gonna have until the 10th of the following month to move those people around in your tree. If you don't do it within those 10 days, that's it. Those people are getting stuck in your front line, in your level 1. And you don't want customers in your level 1. It's not the most beneficial position. And if you're new, you're probably looking at me and saying, well, Veronica, I only have customers. And what I'm gonna say to you is, I hear you, so you're gonna have some customers in your level 1, but I encourage you to find builders if you wanna do the business, right? Because it's builders that are gonna help you structure your downline a little bit better. And oftentimes when we're not looking for builders, it's because we're afraid of the business. So I always say, just like rip the Band-Aid. If you want to build a business, go and build a business. Go and find the people that want to do it with you. So these are 2 terms that you need to understand. So when you sign up a person, whether they're a wholesale customer or a wellness advocate, you are the enroller. So you enrolled them into the business. And you are also the sponsor, right? When you first sign someone up, you're the enroller and you're the sponsor. But once you move them in your downline, you give away the sponsorship, okay? So for example, I'm gonna show you guys how I'm gonna get this wellness advocate that I signed up last month, and I'm gonna put her under another wellness advocate. And that's gonna mean I still have the enrollership of that person, but I will no longer have the sponsorship. So what is the difference? Well, for enrollership, we get paid out their fast start bonus, and they can also be our ranked qualifiers. But then when we give away the sponsorship, that allows this person that I just moved to also help someone else with their fast start, with their power of 3 bonus. Which if you're like, what are these bonuses? You gotta study the comp plan, you gotta look at the comp plan module, you gotta read the comp plan PDF, watch a video on it, whatever it may be, right? The more that we learn, knowledge is power in our business, then we feel empowered in our business, then we understand what we're doing, so we have more confidence to share the business with others. So sticking to this idea of enroller versus sponsor, and looking at my tree right now, all of these people up here, I am the enroller and the sponsor. By the end of today, I will be the enroller of all of them still, but I will be the sponsor of none, because I'm gonna move all these people down. And these people that you see in my front line that are green, those are clients that I did not move before the 10th, and they got stuck there. And guess what happens? Now those clients, when they order, their order only benefits me, but if I would have placed them, let's say down here, they could have benefited me. They could have benefited the volume of this person, the volume of this person, and the volume of this person, right? So placements are extremely important. Please don't ever forget it. I forgot it 1 month and I was so mad at myself for this. So I think we understand enroller versus sponsor, right? So sponsorship we give away. Now, can we give away the enrollership too? We can. Is it recommended? No, right? Why? Because then you're giving away the ability for someone to be a rank qualifier, and you're giving away the ability to get the fast start bonuses. So when I'm the enroller of someone, not only am I getting the 20% of when they sign up, but I'm also getting 10% of anyone that they sign up, and 5% of another level down. So you want to keep your enrollerships. When do you give away the enrollership? Well, let's say that I have a girl who's going for Premier, and I had placed a wellness advocate under her, and, you know, she needs this person under her to hit executive for her to hit premier. I could grant her the enrollership, but once I grant that to her, it's hers. Right? And you just have to make sure that if you are wanting to grant enrollerships, it's to people that are really committed. Because oftentimes people will enter the business saying that they want to achieve X, Y, and Z, and then they recognize it takes hard work, it takes controlling your mindset, it takes getting uncomfortable, and a lot of people don't want to do those things. So I am big on, I'm keeping all my enrollerships until I see extreme dedication and commitment, and also results, right? We have to bring results to the table in order to get awarded with big prizes like enrollerships, right? But sponsorships we give away on a month-to-month basis. So something I want you guys to understand, this is the ideal way that your downline should look like. In your first level should be committed business partners. People that are like, you know what, I want to do this with you. I am gonna place my LRP. I'm obsessed with the products every single month. I'm not negotiating with this. I understand it is the investment of being in the business, and it's not gonna be optional. So you want to go out when you start this business and look for people that are serious about starting a business, that desire to do this, and that are not afraid of an LRP. Because even if they're not making money right away, they understand, well, I'm getting to know the products and this is helping my knowledge in building the business. And I just have the skin in the game. I have the commitment, right? So you want to have those people in your level one. Ideally, right? Some of you guys, perhaps you already have 5 clients and you don't have one business partner, so you have clients in those level ones. But what we want to consider is, okay, if I at least get one business partner, I could just start moving all my clients under her. So think about that, right? Because sometimes we're just playing around in our comfort zone, which could be getting customers, but we want to be builders, and builders takes recruiting business partners. So in the level 2, you would have builders and sharers, right? So people that, let's say, are also wanting to do the business, but maybe don't have the same level of commitment, the same level of drive. They're in a different season in their life and they're like, hey, you know what? I'm interested in doing this, but I sort of want to do it my way and I don't really want to commit too much of myself. And that's fine. That's the beauty of this business, right? Everyone gets to decide how they do it and we get to mold it to our lifestyle. So those would be the people in your level 2. And then level 3 and down is where you want your clients. That is the sweet spot, right? So keep in mind, like if I recruit someone over here called Maria, and Maria now goes and recruits her friend Jane, and Jane then recruits her friend who also wants to do the business with her, Stacy. Now we've unlocked a 4th level to place clients in, right? So once you get a business partner, your goal is to help them get a business partner too, right? It's to let them like have the conversation, like, who do you think would want to build this with you? Who should we have these conversations with? And if you currently are someone that wants to be a builder, ask yourself that right now, like who needs to be your business partner who you just perhaps have not talked to yet. Get them on your team ASAP so you could start building your downline structure in a wiser way. So if you have no wellness advocates in your downline, you cannot give away the sponsorship to anyone. Clients must remain in your level 1, which I already mentioned this, so we'll sort of skip through that. So now let's talk about, well, how do I change the sponsorship, right? Because guess what? You're supposed to change it before the 10th. So we have to know how to do this. And it's very simple. You're going to log into your back office. You're going to click on team, and then you're going to click sponsor changes. And right there, you'll be able to do it. I'm going to show you live me doing a sponsor change. Prior to doing this, you need to know the ID number of the 2, and there's a typo here. You need to know the ID number of the wellness advocate you will be gifting the enrollership to. Okay, so I'm going to show you right now live how I do this. But something you want to consider It's like, if you're gonna place, so right now I'm gonna show you me placing a wellness advocate that signed up with me under another wellness advocate. Which wellness advocate am I gonna give this person to? Like, what a big decision, right? Like, once your team starts growing, well, you wanna think like, who is actively doing the business? Who is showing up? What is their commitment level looking like? Are they someone who will be around, right? Because sometimes we're just putting points under people because they're the only people that we have, but then they're not really committed. So they're not working the business, and all that volume that you place there, maybe now you have clients that are on the LRP and it could have been helping someone that was very serious, and now they're just points that are there, and they're helping your overall volume, but they're not perhaps helping as many people as it could be helping. So just want to think about this. In the beginning, you're going to be placing all your people under like 1 or 2 people. But as you start expanding, you want to think, long term. You want to think in terms of relationships, like who are you building a good relationship with? Who do you have trust in and believe in, etc. So another thing is, who do you think could work well with who? So the person that you're going to see me move is someone that signed up. They live in Puerto Rico, and I'm going to put her under someone else who last month brought in a wellness advocate of her own. So she's actively, pursuing to grow her business, which makes me want to help her, right? And then also, she's also in Puerto Rico. So now she's going to have another person under her team that's in Puerto Rico too, so they can work together. So make your moves like that intentionally in the beginning. As I mentioned, this won't matter as much, but down the line it will. So now I'm going to show you exactly how I would do this, right? So I have told you guys that I'm moving this person right over here, my new wellness advocate. Her name is Jennifer. And I want to move her under a wellness advocate who's down here. And she is in Puerto Rico, etc. I already mentioned who she was. So what I would do here is that I would jot down her ID. Okay, so her ID is 1495061. Now I'm gonna go where it says team. I'm gonna go to sponsor changes. And here I have all the people that I need to move before the 10th. Okay, so I had said, okay, this person, Jennifer, is a wellness advocate and she is in Puerto Rico, and this is the person that I was wanting to move. So all you need to do is click here, change sponsor placement. And over here, I'm going to put the ID of the wellness advocate who I want to give the enrollership to. And now she's going to show up here, and then you're going to click verify. And then you're going to click confirm. And now it's telling you, are you sure you want to submit this change? This change will take place immediately. Finalizing this will affect any commissions that we have not already paid. And I'm going to finalize this. You guys have to make sure that you're doing this with intention and clarity and whatever. It's not that hard. Okay, I don't want to make it sound that hard because it's not at all. But to just make sure, you're moving people. Like, I just gave this girl a big gift, because if this other girl ends up working the business hard, what happens? It's a blessing to her. It's volume. She does not have the enrollership, but it's volume that can help her grow in ranks. So this is the gist. This is really the gist of placements. There is nothing more, nothing less. Also with placements, guys, you are able to impact the power of 3. So for example, let me go back to my graphic tree. You will notice that this person that I placed under, that I just moved this person, and sometimes this won't show right away, okay? So you will need to give it some time. But like, for example, this person has 2 people under her that are already placing LRPs that are wellness advocates, and I'm moving 1 more wellness advocate under her that's placing LRPs. That unlocks her first level of the power of 3 bonus. Okay, and if you're confused about what the power of 3 bonus is, Well, in your first level, you unlock $50. In your second level, you unlock 250, and in the third, 1,500. So recognize, how cool it is that here, when you're working and you're recruiting and you're out there doing the thing, you also get to help your team. So I hope this clarified any questions on placements. If there's any confusion, feel free to message me and ask. I'm here to help, but keep in mind the 10th is super important. So make sure that you put it on your calendar, and that you always give away the sponsorships when you have people to give it to, because it's going to benefit a lot of people involved.